Good evening, Spawn Point CS. Welcome to the first match of the second series. We are back after a bit of a long break after the end of the first season, and we're going to be starting off things really great. I will
Yeah.
be your play-by-play tonight. Aqua, joined by the lovely Nyah, and we got two really good teams playing against each other or already, as with these pretty decently known orgs within this community, with Mass
Yeah.
Effect versus Sirens. How are you feeling, Nyah?
Oh, it's going to be a great one. This is the first one to kick off the season, obviously, for Scene here in SPCS. You guys might know me from last season. I covered the Advanced Division Grand Final and the rest of a couple more casts that happened last season. But both teams are looking pretty great here. But let's look at the intended format. Obviously, you get to see here, this is a 5-week true Swiss format, so teams will be fighting through Swiss. But as well, it does say here 1 week of play-ins for the lowest seeds. Amount of play-ins depends on the team count, which is actually pretty interesting, Aqua.
I would have to agree with you there. It will also be a 6-week playoff, which will mirror the former format of a previous tournament that was here a while ago. It will be modified to have a double elimination, with top seeds making up bracket, bottom seeds lower, and advances to a single elimination bracket to determine the champion after a set amount of time. And we'll be extending, and the season will extend from 11 to 12 weeks, so even more matches.
Oh my goodness. This is better than last season, Aqua. I mean, this is gonna be a great season, probably alone for the community here of SPCS. It's grown in the last, couple months. We got some new teams. We got colleges coming in, playing, varsity JV. That's what I saw today, this morning. A couple Oregon teams, actually. But yeah, Mass Effect and Sirens, that should be a fantastic one to kick us off. And Prod, let's take a look at these rosters here. Obviously, both of them have a fantastic look of things, but here's Mass Effect, and looking at it, they're really purpled out.
LA Gladiators, hold on, rest
yeah.
in peace. Oh my goodness, woo! I was a big LA Gladiators fan, so I'm loving the purple representation. We got Bionic Berry, Blue Calero, Dire Raven, Optibot. So very excited to see these people go at it.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very fun. I feel like Mass Effect has, been pretty good last season. They were definitely fighting their way. But, this is the new start. You're fighting your way through here up in this Swiss, and you start fresh with that new 0-0 record. But let's take a look at that Sirens roster of what they have for players. And, a couple names that I know, of course, Denji and Churd. Churd was a geometric player that I actually faced up in a league called GHG, matter of fact. It was a lower league, and it was always exciting facing the geometric side of things with Churd always there. So this one should definitely be exciting, but DPS line, Aiden 24, Churd as well, Denji up on the tank, Smart Idiot up on the support here with Phoebe Wonder as well up on the other support. So Sirens looking pretty good for the current. They have these players to stand out for themselves, and both teams are starting fresh.
Correct. We will also be looking at the map pool here just right now. So for this first week, we'll be starting out on Oasis, and then moving through that, we'll also be going next to Escort, with our maps being Circuit Royale, Havana, Shibali, Watchpoint, Jibby, Flashpoint, the only two that there are, which are New York City, Cervasa. Hybrid will be our Hollywood, Midtown, New Bonnie, and Paraiso. Rounding off the push round, all of them. We're gonna have all of the push maps available for any team that they want. And each time a map is over, the losing team of the previous map will be able to choose the next map and mode until all game modes have been played through, and then they will get to reset afterwards.
Yeah, and obviously we get to see Oasis for our starting map here of week 1, which to compositions wise, as a color caster, I've gotten to see dye variants happen up on that map, even kind of poke variants. It just comes down the corners, but I do like Brawl, and I think that's something that we've, gotten to see a lot throughout the pro division of Overwatch Esports itself with all the professionals. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it here up on this Oasis.
That is true. That is true. There is one thing that we do also need to account for, which is the fact that starting with this series, because of the rule changes that happened in OWCS, we will be following them pretty similarly. Introducing hero bans into the mix. We are currently waiting on hero bans from each team, so you're stuck with us for a little bit longer. But which will each team will get to ban. I believe how it works is they get to ban one character per role. I don't remember this exact order in which team gets to choose, though.
So I believe how it works is, let's say if somebody picks a DPS hero for the map, they can't pick DPS to ban. So it would have to either be support or tank, which that's going to be pretty interesting. Unless if I'm wrong here, but I could be correct. Who knows? But yeah, it should be interesting. You see what the hero bans do to the game here, Aqua. It definitely changes the tempo perspective. Even with the players, it takes a lot of competition level and skill-paced mechanics to level the other opponent towards that other hero pick that they might be choosing against each other.
As you say that as well, it looks like Sirens will be banning Ana for Oasis, which is a bit of an interesting pick given that you don't really see Ana played that much. I do believe we are still waiting on Mass Effect's option, but I wonder if Sirens has something specifically in mind with that ban. Maybe it's more to go with their protection to keep a strategy that they want to go for.
I've seen teams kind of just throw out bans and then now whenever it goes to like another map, they kind of target it. So maybe this is what they're doing here. So no Ana or Pharah. That's not going to happen here for a control first map. And yeah, Mass Effect and Sirens. This one should be a interesting one with these ones.
I am in fact excited to see that, because Pharah is also a really decent option within like the current state of the game. Lots of poke damage. Barrage is, well, it's not the greatest ultimate, but it can definitely get the job done when it needs to. So I'm really excited to see what each team has planned with what they're wanting to go for here on Oasis.
Yeah, Oasis is a great map, honestly. I know that I've hit pretty good Lucio boops whenever there's always somebody by the edge there, by the road. You always get a good feeling there. I also
I'm guessing it'll never compare to the well though.
Oh yeah. The well's cool. I do like, seeing people get hit by cars up in this game. No personal. I know that sounds bad.
In-game chat, in-game.
But yeah, Oasis for our starting map here, guys. Hopefully you're all excited, and here we go. Mass Effect in Sirens to kick off our Swiss round 1 here in our advanced division.
Yeah, and from the looks of things, both teams are going to be rolling out on Ramatra, interestingly enough, starting out with that. Genji's as well with, of course, Lucio and Baptiste just round things out to start with. Really interesting to see how these two teams are planning to go with this.
Yeah, and that, room there kind of reminded me of, a college lecture class. But here we go, Mass Effect, as you said, running that Ramatra composition. Same with Sirens here, so a little bit of the same thing, except for one of their 2 DPSs coming from both of the sides, which are Sojourn and Cassidy. That's the only 2 difference here up in these compositions, and with both of them, they're going to have to take space, and this is probably going to be your only win con here to financialize on.
Point opens up. Looks like right now Sirens is going to have the initial cap point, but they are currently stuck in this room. Optibot going straight in, using Pummel and Vortex to slow Sirens down. The lamp does come out from Bionic to bail him out, and it does look like immediately Mass Effect is going to be able to flip the point here. Already 43 to Annihilation. Claro, though, gets taken out by a railgun by Church, which is going to be very good for Sirens as they get another onto Iru. And now Octobot's going to get stuck in the mid of a middle here. Now Cinder also taken out by Ionic because the rest of their team falls.
Ooh.
Sirens are going to be able to quickly take back the point here.
All right, so Sirens are calling for this side of things for Sirens, and obviously you're going to have this window here for yourself, but you're looking at Mass Effect, which kind of looked good there. They did kind of get that to 17%, but is it going to be worthable against the Sirens team, which are running very close to these ults for their economy? I'd be very, very scared if you're Mass Effect.
That is true. Window is about to be ready. 99, almost on. Here we go. Window is in fact ready, and both shields have already been used by the Ramatras as the point still keeps ticking up here. Now Claro swapping over to the make wall on to separate Nightingale from the rest of their team. Has to go for a rotation here. Cinder getting stuck in the middle of it. Annihilation now going off is able to help take out 2 people. 3. Iroh is going to be the next to fall here more than likely, and that's going to be a complete team wipe on the side of Mass Effect, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, I mean, like a wave literally blew right up into there if you are Sirens. Just wonderful way to, you know, sweep the team out of the, you know, side of things for Mass Effect. But now you're looking at Mass Effect coming back with some ultimates. This is going to be pretty interesting, especially you got Window, you got that Lucio, even that Ramatra ultimate, which is very, very strong on the aggressive side of things. But maybe we'll be able to see a Genji early blade here, possibly.
Unfortunately, though, Boo is going to be falling here pretty early here for Mass Effect. Iroh goes for the high noon. Going to get a little bit of rotate. Is able to actually take out Aiden with it as well. Window coming out next is going to be looking to burn down the Cinder. Not able to do so just yet. Going to be walking up a little bit here. Denji getting very low here now. But Churd with the overclock is going to get countered here by Boo's beat. Going to get matched by Thieveries as well, though. It's going to get slowed down by a Vortex as well as point getting so quick to getting connected to Mass Effect. Now Blizzard can come out. Now Clara as well finding a kill with the Blizzard as well, but now we're going to be reaching overtime, but unfortunately everybody falling on the side of Mass Effect. That's going to mean that to start out here, Byron able to get a last touch, but from the looks of things, Sirens are going to have the advantage tapping first point on this map.
And Aqua, I will kind of say that, you know, Sirens are working, you know, wonderful with Churd up on this Sojourn. I think this is a nice pick for them, and they could probably run this more up in it. But if you're Mass Effect here, you gotta worry just a tad. Maybe switch something up, get a little more aggressive up on this side of thing. But Sirens, very, very good look there. Churd was hitting some nasty shots. That's probably what led them to those fight wins, but as well, communicating those ultimates is just a huge factor for the Sirens team so far up in this one. But can Mass Effect shoot their way back and put their foot in front of Sirens?
I mean, it's certainly a possibility. We are going to see them, interestingly enough, roll out on the Wrecking Ball. Both teams looking to quickly TP out of spawn here. Cinder now also swapping over to the Hazard, a very dominant character in the current meta. Both teams looking to currently take this control of this high ground, trying to deny it from the other team as well. And right now, things are going to be starting off a little bit slow here, but as we wait for the stage, Optibot goes for a bit of a soft dive here now. Can be followed up by now. Boo gonna get the baiting. Cinder actually get the hack, but Cinder not having any of it takes out Iroh, and now it's gonna be next. Claire has to try and get out. Is gonna have to use the dash to do so, and Optibot and Churd is gonna take out Churd though, and 2 falling from both teams. The point is now gonna be opened up. Bionic Berry very low here as well, but now Suzu coming out as well by Nightingale, which could be very dangerous there for Science. Claire finding the dash onto Aiden. Now both teams, it seems, are looking at each other, but Cinder has to get out. With that, Mass Effect are able to get the initial cap here.
So Cinder does get out here for Sirens, but as you did quote, Mass Effect did get that cap there. Their leading percentage so far up in this battle. But yeah, if you're Mass Effect, you're trying to look for more aggressive pace up on this Siren side of things. And yeah, if you're Optibot, I kind of like this decision, playing the Wrecking Ball up into this Hazard just to get all over him.
Early Suzu by Nightingale is going to force them out by slam by Optibot. And now Churd finds the kill onto Bionic first. Opti still trying to find something, but gets blown up by all the Sirens turning around. Claro is able to get a trade though. Aiden now though looking straight at Boo. Boo getting able to get out for a little bit, but the rest of their team's going to be following very quickly here, and it's just going to be them left on the point. And with that, point now is going to be flipping over to Sirens.
Yeah, and
Oh,
wonderful work from the Hazard player, and it seems to be there's going to be a pause here, Aqua, and by the looks of it, Sirens was kind of cooking there by far, but Mass Effect still running 44%.
I do love seeing a little bit of Wrecking Ball. I won't lie. It's something that you really have not seen a lot of since I would say Overwatch 2 has released. It's not been a very staple thing in the meta, but with the change, how things have changed so much in the recent patch, viable option now. We've also seen in OWCS, I believe Sim Torb, which is very
Yeah,
funny,
Team
but still
Torb.
very
Yeah.
viable now.
It kind of questions me. Are we going to be able to kind of see that tonight? I know it's pretty strong. It's a weird, like, kind of type of composition. It's something that you would think to see up in your comp game. Uh,
Look, comp players sometimes cook,
they do.
rarely,
They do. Yeah.
rarely, but you know, as I did say a little bit already, like there's so much variety in the current meta, especially with the fact that hero bans are now a thing. You can see a lot of options be played because oh, we don't have to stick to this one thing. We can just ban this character, and now that composition doesn't work. So let's go play something else. It's really, I think it's been a really great change that's been implemented.
True. Yeah, and it forces out, heroes with those hero bans, which is always interesting towards those hero picks for the team compositions that come out to play up on that matchup. But yeah, I mean, looking at it by far, Aqua, both of the teams have been kind of battling it out. You look at Sirens kind of struggle there up on that point sector 2 against Mass Effect, which Mass Effect was looking pretty good, I would probably say.
I mean, yeah, Sirens did have a bit of a strong start on first point, but going into second point here, it does seem that the Ball Sombra has been a really good pick for Mass Effect. They seem to be doing a very effective job with it. As I do say that, we're going to be going straight back in right at the end of this fight.
All right, so here we go. We are back up into action here, up on our point sector 2 of Oasis, and Sirens are kind of trying to build themselves up here in percentage, but you look at this rotation from Mass Effect. Clario with the blade.
Blade comes up, it's going to get countered by Phoebe's beat here, as well as now, as well. Root is going to be coming out right next, and Iru able to barely escape it with a good TP. It's going to have EMP here as well soon enough, as the rush does come out, but now Optibot is going to get taken out by Aiden. Very good dash there, and now Aiden's going to try and find another, going to be looking straight at the backline here. Soon the TP does come out, but looks like blood is still in the water as Churd finds two in the meantime.
Nasty stuff. Churd's just, doing Churd things as it seems to be for the Sirens, but the hack coming up on to the Hazard here for Sirens. This could get a little dangerous if that Sombra keeps on doing that. Obviously, you get to see Mass Effect with that EMP, of course, Aqua, and the way they position that, it could just be devastating for the Sirens team.
That is true. A lot of ultimates are going to be ready here for Mass Effect. Early rush here. Bionic Larry, but get comboed with a Optibot's Mind's going to immediately find Churd, and now Phoebe's going to be the next to fall, getting ganged up on by the entirety of Mass Effect. Claro on a killing spree. He's going to find Aiden. Well, Suzu comes out as well. Both Suzus, in fact, and now the Nightingale's going to get looked at. It gets thrown into the mines, and with Cinder being the last ball. 83 for Sirens, but now Mass Effect have the point again.
So Sirens kind of flip that over to Mass Effect here. Boo's gonna have this beat matrix ready to go, so beat available for Mass Effect. Clario trying to build up this Genji blade, but Sirens with 2 of their DPS ultimates, Aqua. This could be pretty precise from them, and Aiden able to get that forward pick on the Clario.
Yep, and as that happens, Boo is going to be using beat to try and even things out a little bit, but Aiden, getting very low, is going to get saved here by Suzu, I believe. And now, Sirens have been able to reach the point here with only Optibot able to really contest here. He's going to be going straight for Nightingale. And with the hack on to Phoebe, it's not going to be looking great, but Optibot gets very low. It's going to have to get out for the time being. Rush as well, going to be ready as Aiden goes for a blade here. Is able to get Boo. Going to be looking at Bionic Fairy next. Gets TP'd away from, and now at 10 HP, gets killed, unfortunately. And the point is slipped back over to Sirens here.
Yeah, I think I overhyped that blade just a little too much, but Sirens still trying to put their way forth up into this one. But you look at the
Oh,
pick, right? You don't have a Kiri anymore, and the beat was used.
yeah, it was used to even things up, but now Boo's gonna be calling it the next by Claire, and now Overclock is gonna take out the play by Claire. Oh no, Eero as well is gonna have to TP out. 98 to EMP, but Optibot does find the trade onto Churd. 99 dead, 89 is now as well. Nightingale's able to get the rush off, but it's gonna get EMP'd for it. Eero gets killed though. Point is gonna be still Overclock as overtime is now. Suzu as well comes out. Aiden trying to find Boo here is gonna get very low. His mind's gonna come out by Optibot, but Optibot gets taken out, and it's only one person left on the point here. But Rush able to come out, and Clara is going to be back here looking straight at Sirens' backline, but gets taken out. Now it's just going to be Bionic Barrier, but they are not going to be able to contest for long. Going to get taken out. Now it's going to be Eero, the last person to fall. With that though,
Wow.
2-0 for Sirens to start off the series.
And Aiden was so impressive there, just up in those dying embers for Sirens against Mass Effect. We got to see 1, 2, 3 kind of from Aiden, but look at Churd here. This has just been phenomenal. I think Churd really put up in the work here up on that Sojourn. So if you're Mass Effect here leading up into this next map, I wouldn't be surprised if we get to see a Sojourn ban.
Honestly, I could see Sojourn ban. But maybe they have a specific map in mind that Sojourn would not necessarily be the best on. But to be fair, Sojourn's also just a really good character in general. So I could definitely see that ban happening.
Yeah, we love Sojourn here. Even the rail shots, it's always nasty to see a headshot after headshot. It's like a montage happening right in front of us. But yeah, Sirens 0-1 here, obviously up against Mass Effect. Aqua, I know that I got to see a lot through there. But it seems to be Sirens just had that upper hand. They really positioned well. They communicated those ults up with their, ult economy pretty precisely against this Mass Effect team, which, in looks of it, they had some struggles, but they were really just trying to fight their way.
Now, we are also going to get a quick replay here, which is a little new feature that we're going to be appreciating a lot. Sirens, yeah, especially on their first point, we're doing a really good job of just controlling the tempo, especially in the Ramatra mirror. They struggled a little bit more against the Wrecking Ball composition, but they still were able to pull up through pretty convincingly to start things off, which, if your Sirens, is a really good sign, but we're only in map 1, so it really could still go either way.
Yeah, and this is, what's exciting about the introduction to the season. Both of the teams kind of don't know each other, and as well, these, teams don't know the other teams. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what all the teams do up in this division and our other divisions that we have. But yeah, Aqua, obviously this one was so much to see. That little play there with the mines getting churred, that's probably something to watch out for. If you're off the bot, you're probably going to be taking focus up on that back line or even the DPS. But I like what Churd was doing up on the Sojourn. I feel like if Churd plays a different DPS like Soldier or even a better hit scan, maybe we could see even a Widowmaker come out. This could just be a little nasty for Churd here if it just comes down to more of it.
I could definitely see a Widowmaker be played at some point in the series. I'm just not sure which map. Did we say that Havana was in the map pool? I forgot. Something. Generally, yeah, I would have to agree with you. Churd has already shown a pretty impressive display on the Sojourn, so Widowmaker with the one-shot potential is definitely a doable option. Maybe not the most ideal in most circumstances, but still definitely a threat on the maps that she is the best at. Cough, cough, Circuit Royale, which is not a map pool. I know that for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, who misses Circuit Royale? The circuit of the racing streets. People call that one the F1 map, but we're not there.
It is Monaco, so that is basically just circuit, the F1.
Monaco
So
circuit, yeah. Interesting
with
stuff.
With that being said, though, we are going to now have to wait on what Mass Effect are going to be wanting to choose here for their map and mode. So they do have a lot of options. So I'm actually really excited to see what their second choice is going to be. They still have the choices between anything besides control, really. And
Yeah.
2 CP, but that doesn't count.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get to see even a push come out here. We got to see a lot of dominant space taken from this Sirens, side. I would love to see more pace, though, coming out from,
Oh wait, no, Circuit is in the map pool.
Oh, wait, is Circuit?
It
Oh,
is. The Aqua node spreader of misinformation.
no. Well, hey, I mean, Circuit's a great map for Widowmaker, even Watchpoint Gibraltar. I wouldn't be surprised if that was gone to get picked here. I would love to see that one.
I mean, we did see them roll out. Did see Mass Effect roll out on the dive with the wrecking balls, so maybe that's definitely option. I do also just love Watchpoint. It's a really good Ana map. I am an Ana main. Enough said.
Winton home territory, you know? Hashtag Winton up in the Twitch chat here in our
Winton
SPCS
Overwatch.
series.
Winton
So
Overwatch.
true, so true.
Honestly, yeah, the Watchpoint's definitely a good option if they want to go for a more hit scan style. Havana and Circuit Royale are definitely options, but we're going to Gibby. We're going to Gibby. We're gonna get the
Oh my God.
dive. We're going to Gibby. Don't bad
This
Winston.
reminds me of, well, you know what? I kind of question myself because I know teams could run Diva here, but more than likely it's going to be that Winston. So this is actually a nice little band coming out from Mass Effect. So no Juno up in play. Yeah, so no speed rings, no orbital rays, no missiles. This is no Juno territory for our Watchpoint Gibraltar, as it seems to be.
And the thing with Juno as well, especially in overtime, Orbital Ray is a very scary ultimate.
Didn't.
Oh, wait, no, that's on Sirens' side as well. So, that's actually really interesting. They went ahead and banned the Widowmaker.
Wait, they're target banning. Okay.
They would be target banning their own player.
Yeah,
Churn is too strong, apparently, according to Sirens.
Yeah, this is now, very, very interesting. But here we go, Aqua. Obviously the map pick was shown by Mass Effect, but Watchpoint Gibraltar. Here we go. This is our map too.
Given the current state of affairs with the bans, I would honestly assume that maybe we're gonna see some Ana Brig, which is honestly so lovely. I do love Ana Brig. It's so fun.
As a Brig main, main supports, but as well, I miss my Lucio. I think I have way too much hours up on that character. It's like a mental mindset.
Lucio's not just a character; he's a lifestyle.
Yeah. Always gotta listen to the DJ music, you know. You gotta party sometimes, right? But here we go. The wonderful views of Gibraltar here on watch points, and that's actually pretty lovely. We get to see some birds flying, so thank you, Parad. But here we go. Still first to 3, Sirens are leading, and swaps are coming in. But as you quoted, we will be actually seeing this backline of Brig Ana, which is a very, very smart choice whenever it comes to a dive composition.
I think Sirens are trolling us. I'm not falling for this. I'm not. Yeah, there we go. Churn. There we go. Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if they kept the sim. I know the sim's pretty strong.
It does look like, though, that they are just going to be going for the simple TP out of spawn strat to switch back to the Tracer. Yep, there we go. Tracer is really good for pressuring point, be able to get out easily as well. But for the most part, both teams are pretty similar in their style, except the only difference being the DPS. But as I say that, a massive nade by Bionic Bear is going to be able to take out Sirens' backline very early here. Next is going to be a Churn to fall. Aiden and Cinder, now very low as well, are just going to have to retreat back to spawn.
Yeah, and I think they're doing a fantastic job if you are Mass Effect. You really controlled that fight, and seems to be we're heading to another pause, so maybe a little bit of a disconnection there, possibly a rubber band happening, but yeah, it's interesting.
Somebody probably DC'd. I don't know. I didn't eat anybody's copper wiring, I promise.
Yeah,
That wasn't me this
maybe it
time.
was us. Like we just pulled the cord to like the servers.
Uh, oh, wait, what have you been doing?
I don't know. Maybe we've just been kicking the walls and the wires are up in the walls and we're just disrupting the game. But
We did have a
yeah,
DC.
still. Oh, who did
Claro
disconnected?
unfortunately did DC. So we are going to be waiting on them to be coming back. In the meantime, though, what are your thoughts on the current like what each team's running DPS wise?
I do like the Echo pick. I think seeing Churd up in the, before SPCS obviously. I think Churd was pretty dominant up on that Echo, so I wouldn't be surprised if Churd and their team would get this victory here on watch points. I think it's kind of well spaced. It just depends because you're facing up against an Ashe that was chosen, right? So you're going to be scoped from an Ashe, and you want to be careful in those sightlines.
That is true. Also, we do have to also consider that the Mass Effect still also do have a Genji, which you don't really see. I don't think you really see as much on Watchpoint, but definitely playing it on defense is the better option, as
Yeah.
it has a lot more poke potential compared to a Tracer, which is kind of what you need a little bit more of on that defense, especially on that first point area.
I kind of like the Genji pick because it allows you to play defensive, but as well neutral. And even you could play aggressive. So you got 3 types of tempo that you could bring on the other team with that pick. But yeah, very, very nice picks coming out. I feel like both teams have a chance whenever they will face each other here. Unfortunately, we do have this pause. But hopefully everything's okay with Clario. Hopefully it's not like a full, like a boot you off the system thing.
I do believe they're back, so we are just going to wait a little bit longer before we start back up on the match here. But given that I believe that 40 seconds are also burned off the clock for that initial engagement, which is really good
Ew.
for Mass Effect. Yeah, down from 4 minutes to 3:22, and with that stagger onto Aiden as well, that's going to be very dangerous.
Yeah, and both teams coming onto this one with both Winston compositions, like how we got to see from this introduction here on watch points. But if you're Sirens Aqua, you gotta try and forward this aggression, like how we get to see the Winston too. But as I said, Churd able to get that starting pick.
Churd with the starting pick as well. Cinder creating a lot of pressure on the backline. Boo gonna get very low here. Gets stuck, trapped between 2 bubbles and gonna get taken out by Cinder as well. Optiball has to now back up here. Gonna get pressured a little bit by Aiden now on the point, getting very low. Cinder not done just yet. Is able to take out Bionic Berry, and now it's just gonna be Claro having to try and get out as Eero covering their retreat a little bit, but without a lot of support, that's gonna be a bit more difficult to try and get back in there.
Yeah, and looking at what this is, the first point sector of Watchpoint is probably the hardest to push in. Sirens are just making their way, but you do get to see the Winston touch here, and will it even be able to do anything? Because Churd, again, able to get a forward pick.
Churd again, yeah, starting off with a pretty strong initial pick here. Now Optibot can get very low, going to get beamed down again as well. Oh, so low. Now the nade as well going to be used here by Bionic Berry. Like, gets killed for it, and now Cinder does use the primal, but that's a pretty solid first point cap there for Sirens. And it doesn't look they're looking to let up either.
Yeah, Cinder did a great job there with the primal rage, but even better, Sirens are going to have these ultimates. 4 ultimates up in that alt economy for them, about to be. But now you're looking at Mass Effect, which is struggling up on the top here against Churd, which has the duplication.
Churd does get dashed here pretty early here. Nano is going to be looking to counter. Rally is going to be looking to counter the Nano onto Cinder for Mass Effect, and they are going to be able to push up a little bit from the point. Still going to be going forward, though. CV gets stuck a little bit alone. Is going to get taken out by Optibot and the rest of the Mass Effect crew, and now it does look like that Sirens are going to have to retreat down to the point for a little bit. Is getting pressured, though. Claro getting some heals here.
So yeah, Clara is doing a good job here up on the Genji, but what a what a pick up on the Churd there to just jump up and get Churd. And yeah, Primal Rage ready to go for Omnibot. Mass Effect still working very well, and we get to see the Bob get popped.
Yeah, does appear Mass Effect are finally starting to figure out their tempo. They do also have a lot of ultimates in the back. Bob was just used, so they won't have it going into this next fight. Look at that position that Claro's in as well, though. It's been looking to be going for a cheeky blade here as now. It looks like Cinder going to be rotating here. And there it goes. Here comes the Nano Blade. It was immediately finding the back line. And now Cinder's going to be going to fall 3K already. It sure does go with the duplication, but not looking to be the greatest. Claro getting very low here is going to get a lot of support, though. Church going to get killed out of their duplication. And now Aiden's going to have to try and escape by themselves.
Yeah, Claro just did a fantastic job there up on Mass Effect. What a phenomenal, you know, scene from them here on Mass Effect. They're really now controlling this Sirens team here up on this second sector. And, yeah, Sirens are also having a good look with this too. But this aggression from Clario once again, Aqua.
Another great nade by Bionic Barrier as well. Pulse does come out. It's not going to hit anything. The Optibot finds another one. And now Sirens only have Aiden and Cinder alive here, so they have to just get out for the time being. Really good dive there by Mass Effect.
Yeah, and Mass Effect, you're looking at it, you got the Primal Rage up online, boost coming up on this rally to possibly sustain an ultimate, which we get to see that on a Nano almost build up for Sirens, so I wouldn't be surprised if that Nano were to go up onto Cinder here.
Cinder going for the early engage is half health, which is a little bit dangerous, but they do have Primal, so it's probably going to use here. Nano does come out to the rally. Bash to force recall by Aiden as well. Now, Mass Effect's backline going to be dropping down. Aiden getting the boot, gets very low, but is able to help get the kill onto Cinder. And now, Optibot also using the Primal here onto the backline. Bionic Mary using Nano as well. Gets Optibot getting slept here, but is able to find Churd. And now, that's another solid fight team win there for Mass Effect. They used all their ultimates.
Yeah, and looking at it, like how you said, basically everything except for those 2 DPS ultimates that are coming up for Mass Effect. You're gonna see this Genji Blade and as well this Bob ultimate almost ready to go up online. But if you're Cinder, you want to forward engage this, especially with this Primal Rage with the seconds that you have.
Eero, though, finds an early headshot onto Churd as well, though. Cinder has to use the Primal here, but Claro gets taken out in the meantime. 30 seconds left on the clock now. Primal's still going, but Pulse as well comes out. It's not able to find anything good now. Bionic Barrier getting very low, but the nade onto Cinder is good. It's going to bring him down to 14 HP, but they are going to be able to get the hills. Aiden finds the kill onto Optibot, and now Cinder going to go straight in for another engage. Aiden finds 2. Looking to maybe go for another, but now it's going to be the fight win there for Sirens going into overtime here.
Dang, Aiden is cooking for the Sirens team so far up on this Tracer pick. I like the aggression pace, but you look at Churd. Wait, this might just be a turn-up of events.
Wait, massive blade could come out here by Claro. It's going to be 11 HP, and the Bob as well is going to find 2 themselves. It's just going to be Aiden and Dream able to take out Claro. But with now the Bionic Barrier finding the kill, that's going to be the fight win there for Mass Effect. Rounding out Sirens' attack, getting stopped right at the gate to a third point.
Wow, Claro did a fantastic job there, playing with the Genji pick on Mass Effect. Aqua, that was very well positioned. I loved the scene of all those ultimates getting popped. I feel like Mass Effect had that plan in mind that they were going to use as much as possible to just stop that payload from moving, and it definitely worked out here for them, and maybe this is something now that they could capitalize on for the Mass Effect community here in SPCS.
That is true. Mass Effect did have a bit of a poll tax there for Sirens on second point there that unfortunately they were not able to pay the time for, getting stopped right at the end. But Mass Effect are now going to be going over to Echo instead of the Genji from Claro, which I'm actually kind of excited to see for their attack here. Sirens running the Ash instead of, were they running no, they were running the Ash before as well.
Yeah, Iroh was up on the Ash pick, but now you're looking at Churd playing the Ash. So you're going to have Dole the Dole up on that Ash pick here from both of the teams, but yeah, a little difference up in that composition is only the Tracer and Echo as we see here. Everything else is the same, and both dive look compositions as what it looks to be, and this one should definitely be fast-paced.
Yeah, it does look like Sirens are going to be set up very aggressively here, but Mazz Effect don't actually go for the TP, so now Sirens have to go for a dip, have to try and rotate out here.
Oh,
now
the jump in.
Optibot goes for the jump, but it's going to get matched by by Cinder's jump as well. Nade from Nightingale unfortunately does miss, and now it does look like right now Mazz Effect still have the advantage. Sirens has to back up a little bit. It's just Aiden holding down the fort, and now Optibot goes to the engage, is going to help get the kill onto the Wonder. Nightingale's going to be left all alone now to fend for themselves. But the point is going to keep moving as well. Looks like right now the fight's in favor of Mazz Effect.
Yeah, and Mazz Effect, they're really, controlling this. But, you got to see that Ana get so low there from Sirens. I was very surprised that Ana didn't even get picked.
The fall-off damage just saves them right there at the end there, thankfully for Nightingale. 3 minutes now. Mazz Effect still able to push the point pretty easily here. Sirens now are going to be sending Cinder, though, to contest the point for a little bit. But not for too long as Church gets a little bit low here. Point's still going to be pressure here. Now, all of Mazz Effect are currently stuck in this under position, which is going to be very difficult for them to push out of. Mazz Effect, with Sirens as well, having their backline set up on this high ground, going to be very strong position. Though, getting preloads can have to chill out for a little bit. And now, Optibot, the nade is good as well, though. It's going to be great for Sirens. Cinder is going to get naded in turn, though, and they're going to actually have to back up. Getting very low, but Cinder finds the kill into Claro. Optibot now as well going to have to try and contest the point as again. Dynamite does come out with a nade. Oh, it's so good for Sirens as well. Boo get to get eviscerated very quickly here. Now, the fight's going to be won there by Sirens, stopping the point.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like Sirens needed this one here. Wonderful stop here from them, but now you're looking at the ult here from both of the teams. Sirens looking very good with their ult economy, but you're looking at Mazz Effect, which only have 3 at the moment, approaching 4, so Sirens will have this upper fixture, but this is a nice play. You get the nano up onto the monkey, you can pace.
Vivi gets very low, but with the nano onto Cinder, the 2 kills are going to be found. Aiden finding another. Duplication does come out by Claro onto the Ana, but it's not going to be enough. That's a very clean fight there for Sirens. They still have 3 ultimates in the bank as well. Mazz Effect do have nearly 4, but that's going to be a pretty even fight. Now Claro swapping over to the Genji.
Yeah, and if you're Mazz Effect here, you're going to have to try and work with that swap of the DPS pick as much as possible. You have this nano to use, but are you risking it enough for this engage? And it seems to be the Winston is going to get the nano, but you look at the... Oh,
Pulse isn't able to find anything, but now Cinder goes for the Primal, is able to get it onto Boo. Bob does come out from Eero, but it's just going to be Eero and Claro on the point. It's going to be very dangerous for Mazz Effect's DPS line. It's Mazz Effect has to face down as Aiden gets the kill onto Eero with the assistance of Cinder. Optibot tries to get out, but is getting hunted down. Aiden not looking to let anybody leave.
Yeah, Aiden is basically doing what we got to see kind of last map. But you look at what Churd is doing. They are positioning from a far space, and it's a little struggle for Mazz Effect to kind of get to it. Obviously, you get to see the Primal Rage ready to go, but as well as Rally, it needs to get something here for this Mazz Effect side.
Nade from Nightingale is going to force out Boo's Rally as well. Eero does get the early kill onto Aiden, but the point... Oh, Sirens! They forgot about the point! Mazz Effect as well are now going to start cleaning everybody up with Optibot using Primal, though. Claro gets another 2. Optibot finishing this off with a kill onto Nightingale. Cinder for the last person to fall. Oh, that is unfortunate for Sirens.
Yeah, and I think Sirens just kind of, allowed them to die there after that. I would be a little disappointed. But, yeah, Mazz Effect, they're really pushing this towards that, checkpoint. And they might actually get it. They have 2 minutes to do it, but you're looking at Claro, which could just pop his ultimate any second now, and a nasty blade onto a backline support to disable that Nana. Oh, Nana is out up onto the brig. This is a very interesting choice.
Looks like it was used to help save their lives. Boo gets the kill onto Chur, but Optibot getting traded out. Boo finding another. Boo on a bit of a killing spree themselves. And now Claro looking to face down Nightingale's gonna get slept though. Is gonna get also the peel from Cinder as well to helping things out. Mid 30 seconds left on the point as we're gonna be rounding nearly to the final checkpoint here. Nano is gonna be ready here soon by Bonic Berry as well. Looking to get the nade onto the enemy backline here soon as well. Point gonna get contested a little bit. Dino Berry getting very low, has to use the nade for himself, but the nade is gonna be good. It's gonna also negate the healing boost from the Nano onto Boo as well. Churn gets the kill with Dynamite. Claro finds the blade as well. Now gonna be looking to kill another, but with the primal onto Cinder, it's gonna look to take out Boo and deny.
A lot of ultimates too.
Yeah, that was a lot of ultimate. Bob did come out as well by Churd.
Yeah, and I do like this decision. It takes the Mass Effect side of things to focus that over other opponents, or even just back out of that one where Sirens could capitalize more upon eliminations. But wonderful space taken from Sirens to capitalize up on this victory here up in this fight. But now you're looking at Mass Effect, which are, you know, in kind of a struggle here. They only got 30 seconds to rally this pop.
Rally gonna be used here pretty early, but Claro has to go for me. He's gonna get chased down here by Cinder. That's gonna be the first pick of the fight, and we're gonna be right about to enter OT as well. Optibot does have the primal ready to go. Boo gets naded. He's gonna have to back up for the time being. Looks like Mass Effect are gonna have to try and get the re-engage here with Hero able to get the touch here. Primal coming out from Optibot to try and force some space, but Sirens have both their support ultimates ready as they both come out. Phoebe Wonder and Churd finding the initial picks. Phoebe finding another. Churd finding another. It's gonna be one person left. Mass Effect is gonna be Claro, but they aren't able to touch. Another close fight, but Sirens able to round things out with bring us to series point.
Churd's looking a little familiar to me from my GHG seed, but wonderful stuff from Sirens. But you get to see Claro getting this play of the game. I feel like Mass Effect, this was well deserved with a Genji player, but is Genji going to be more viable up in this series? We just got to see such a tough battle of events happen up on this watch point.
That is true. Mass Effect, while they are currently down 2, definitely have a chance. They've been pushing. Yeah, they have been pushing Sirens to a lot of very close fights. So we are going to have to wait a little bit for the next choices. Mass Effect is going to be their choice again. They have the options between hybrid, push, and what's the one I'm forgetting? Is it just hybrid and push?
Hybrid, push.
Because we don't have, because they did escort, and I don't think we have Ash in here. So yeah, they
take us to the map hole just in case.
Just to make sure that we're not losing it. Flashpoint. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Prod. Love y'all. With that being said, though, we are going to have to wait a little bit as we are going to be going to a short break. So make sure to stay tuned for the rest of this series afterwards.
All right. See you guys very, very soon. Hello, everyone. I am Nyah, and up on the side of me is Aqua, and we are bringing you the introduction to this SPCS wonderful live stream of our first matchup here in Advanced Division Week 1. How are we feeling about this, Aqua? I know we got to just see a C9 happen up in that first point of Watch Point. A little unfortunate, but it's good look so far for Sirens.
It is a very good look for Sirens. I'm honestly just really excited to be here. It's been a really fun match. The scoreboard is a little bit deceptive. Both maps have been so far pretty close, all things considered. With that though, we're gonna be quickly moving here already. As Mass Effect, they did lose in the last match. Is their choice. We'll be going over to New Junk City with the bans being Venture from Mass Effect and Sirens taking Junker Queen out of the pool, which I'm so sad about. I love Junker Queen as a tank. She's so fun.
Yeah, JQ's pretty cool. And same with Venture. I know that we got some Venture lovers up in Twitch chat, but even the community here of SPCS. But having those two banned, it's going to take a lot from that Rush-style composition. So without the JQ, you might see a Ramatra pick, possibly even a Rhine come out. I wouldn't even be surprised if we were able to get to see Hazard.
I would probably put my bets on Hazard personally. He's been
menacing. Yeah.
menacing. He's been that guy for a little bit. So until he gets power crept or nerfed into the ground, I think he's here to stay for a while. Honestly, though, I'm not too upset about that. And Hazard can be pretty fun to watch sometimes when when everything's not going off at once. But that's just kind of Overwatch for you. But with that being said, though, New Junk City as well is a pretty fun map. We're probably going to see some very fast style compositions, just how big of the map it is.
Yeah.
Which I'm honestly excited to see.
Yeah, and as he said, it's going to be so exciting. New Junk City is going to be great. But yeah, Rubber Duck with the mask. This is great here from our prod. But here we go. Mass Effect and Sirens, bringing it to our map 3. Sirens are up on match point here, up in New Junk City. But the thing that's weird about seeing Hazard today, Aqua, is I was scrolling Instagram Reels, and some person, I don't know who it was, but they said Hazard had like a low taper fade. What? Yeah, I don't know. It was like the weirdest thing. Chat, I don't know if you could like recall on that, but...
Okay. That meme aside, Sirens are going to be rolling out here on the Hazard with Mass Effect on the Ramatra. Lucio Kiri matching the Bap Kiri, Bap Lucio though. I mean, Mass Effect are going to be starting out here pretty strong, already taking a lot of space, but Sirens is going to be looking to rotate to the backside of the point. Interestingly enough, Claro also on the May, he's going to go for the wall. It's going to be a very fast engage here from Mass Effect with Optibot using the pummel, trying to get somebody taken out, but Claro is actually going to be the first pick, with Iru getting traded out soon afterwards. Both Sojourns now off the point, out of the count, with the point now opening up. Stevie Wonder actually going to be the next person to fall. Optibot has the pummel again. It looks like they're going to be going straight for the point. Aiden is going to have to try and get out here. At the point is going to be decisively going to Mass Effect to start things out on. Actually, I lied. Aiden is going to take out Bionic Barry with now Cinder going to get some little bit of assistance with the Suzu from Nightingale, but now going to get taken out, but Claro gets traded for it. Not a lot of support here with only Boo's amplification, but finds Phoebe Wonder, sure, getting now the kill onto Iru. Nightingale finds Boo with the point, getting very close here, but Optibot finally going to get taken out. A lot of things happened there, but now Sirens are going to be the ones to start out with first point cap.
Yeah, knocked out there by Knight from Sirens. Yeah, Aqua, this is very, very surprising. You get to see a Hazard composition heading up into a Ramatra composition, which, looking at the Ramatra comp, that is basically working with slows. You're trying to wall people off, but you look at the Sirens composition, that's a comp that could go pretty quick up into your line, and Aiden able to get that pick.
Aiden with the Ghost Dash next onto Bionic Barry is able to find the kill. Now it's going to be Claro.
So nasty.
Oh no, Hero gets us isolated. That's a really quick clean fight from Sirens there. Not a single death, and now they have almost all their, actually all of their ultimates. Hold on a minute.
Aqua, I mean, they are blaring right now if you are Sirens. It's in the name. They are wee-wooing it. But yeah, Sirens, 5 ultimates up in their economy against Mass Effect. I wouldn't be surprised if Aiden was able to get up on a rotation here to just pop this blade early, and we're able to see it here.
Cinder does get taken out here early, but Bionic Berries is going to get taken up by Aiden. Aiden has the revenge, but Aiden now falls next. Optibot now with the Annihilation ready is going to be going straight to the point. Only one ultimate there was used by Mass Effect, and now they nearly have all the rest of their 4, but Sirens also have 4 ultimates, so this is going to be a very messy fight going into this.
Yeah, and Mass Effect basically need to climb up this hill for themselves, but almost getting caught up into that.
Root and Rush do come out. Church finds the first kill onto Eero as well. Now Optibot is going to be anchoring down the point for a little bit, and with Cinder going in for the engage. Beat does come out, but the Blizzard as well is going to be good. It's going to find Cinder. Church does take out Bionic Berry, but Cinder is probably going to fall here. As I say that, there they go. Thero, though, has to use Ice Block for themselves. They're very early here. Nightingale does find the kill onto Boo, and now the overclock comes out from Eero to try and round things out, but with the rest of their team falling, things are not looking very good. They're at 119, and the deflects! That's going to round out the point with it going first to Sirens.
I mean, Sirens just making their way even more up into this one. They're truly, showing why they are up in numbers against Mass Effect. They want to have a forward victory in this week 1, but you look at Sirens, they're going to have this point a little more early than Mass Effect, and they're still making their way. They have Bionic Berry's window, right? But nothing else. You're going to have to face against Churd, which we know what Churd can do.
That is true. We do see the swap onto Torb, which has been kind of viable in recent weeks here. Sirens do have what looks to be the first early point capture here, but Mass Effect starting things out pretty slow here. We're going to go straight for the window. Lamp does come out as well, but the deflect is going to be pretty good here. Is able to get a turret and Lamp now, but Optibot goes straight in. Going to find P1 next to me. Nightingale to fall at the point with no supports on the side, and Sirens can probably be going into Mass Effect as they continue to wrap everybody up.
Oh, yeah. I roll up on the Torb here, so I like how we kind of talked, right? Torb Sim, but we're only seeing Torb. I actually like this choice. You're able to place turrets that can upset the opposition by looking at those turrets, but as well, little surprise coming out from Sirens. Churd is now playing a Pharah, and I would be watching out for that, especially it's an in-air flyer.
That is true. Boo on the rally, on the break, though, is also going to be looking for a lot more sustain compared to the faster Lucio style. Mass Effect looking to hold this choke point here with Nightingale getting very low, but is able to get the rush off, and the blade comes out next to combo with it. Boo falls early here as now the roof comes out. A lot of people falling very quickly on the side of Mass Effect, and does get traded, but with only Optibot left on the point, it does look like it's going to flip over to Sirens.
Yeah, so Sirens now making their first statement here to possibly get 2. But, yeah, Sirens, they were looking good. But you look at how much ultimates were just used from that Sirens team, Aqua, and they really don't have anything going for them except for, Wonder's ultimates, which could be pretty wonderful. But Mass Effect, they have Optibot's Annihilation ready to go. Boo as well with this rally, but Iru with the Molten Core that is getting popped.
Molten Core comes out here earlier, and with the long punches from Optibot is able to take out Nightingale with feet. Now going to be matching, is going to find the kill onto Claire. Rally's going to have to be used. Bionic Berry also getting very low here. Gets taken out by a dash by Aiden. Cinder looking to take out Boo as well with the help of Aiden, is able to do so. Going to get very low here. Does get the kill onto Cinder, but dies for it. Now the Annihilation. It's just Optibot, and they're going to get blown up very quickly here with the barrage as well. That's going to be looking to be a quick fight win here for Sirens. Is now it looks like they're going to already be capping the second point.
Yeah, and this is a good look for Sirens. This is probably something that people want to expect here, going forward to this next one, because now Sirens are up on match point and map point. So if they take this one, they do take the series, but Mass Effect really, really now need to climb up this scale, and yeah, if they want this climax rising, it's gonna be very, very difficult.
Mass Effect are going to be the first ones to the point. Looks here, they are going to probably be able to capture it. A lot of damage going to be taken from both teams. Is lots of poke, lot from Hero and Chart. Window as well, really going to be used here to zone Sirens away to make sure that they aren't able to capture Cinder though. Very close to another route, but Bionic Berry gets the kill onto Cinder, start things off with their initial capture here.
So yeah, Bionic Berry able to get the pick up onto the main tank, which is actually crucial for this Sirens team. So Sirens are able to get back up into this one with the alt bank, as we see, but more rubber duckies coming out. But the rain coming out from Cinder.
It's gonna be good as well. Help find the kill onto Iru. Just gonna force a lot of resources. Next is gonna be the rush. Aiden looking to follow it up, gets the dash. Gonna get the dash reset, gets another dash reset. It's just gonna be Claro locked in a box. Is gonna be sent into the lunchroom. Back to spawn. With that, Sirens are gonna find the cap back here.
Yeah, I mean, they were just shipped out of that one. But Mass Effect still have chances, right? Claire is gonna have this ultimate, which is gonna be pretty interesting to position, right? You got Blizzard, you could throw that wherever you want, but you have Aiden, which has this blade ready to go, and this beat. So if Phoebe wanted to just sustain the Blizzard with the beat, they could do that.
It's true, a lot of ultimates are also going to be ready. Aiden going very initially early here with the Deadeye as well, is going to force him away. The beat comes out from PV to counter it. Octobot a little bit low, but now higher, not able to find a kill with Blade. Now coming out to counter by the rally. Blizzard as well. A lot of ultimates. Cinder gets frozen as well. Bionic Berry is going to get traded for Cinder though. PV going to be the next person to fall. 82 and counting, but it looks like right now it's going to flip. Barrage is ready, but a lot of healing has to be done for Churd in the meantime. They are going to be ready here though. Boo getting very early, getting very low here, but Churd has to get out. Unfortunately for Sirens, that's going to be the fight win there for Mass Effect.
I was getting a little worried there for Mass Effect. You see how Churd was trying to position there against Mazz, and Churd was trying to look for that opening opportunity to pop that barrage, but more rubber ducky. Yeah, just true tuck moment here, and I think Mass Effect just from it are going to be able to move on to that one. And did I just see rubber duckies just fly everywhere?
That you did. That you very much did. Does look like your Sirens actually look to give the point away to Mass Effect to get set up for a better position going into the next. Very interesting choice there, as they are also going to have a lot of ultimates ready here, such as Rush, Root, and Virage. So a lot of things to be looking out for.
Yeah, and it's going to be very, very, intriguing here from both of the sides. Who's going to be able to take it first? Hopefully it's Mass Effect, because they need to climb up this scale of things for themselves. But the barrage is ready, and Churd might just be looking for it, Aqua.
They do have to back up, though. They do get the cap, get taken out, but a Rush and Window. Next is going to be Annihilation. Iceball can be forced as well, but Cinder going on a rampage, and Mass Effect's backline is going to die. And next is going to be Phoebe. But without any supports, Mass Effect are going to be in a bit of a difficult time. Eero, though, helping find the last bit of kills, and Nightingale can be the last person for Sirens. Actually gets the kill, and with the rest of their team returning, they actually do have a shot. Claro has to back up. Point, though, gets capped here by Mazz Effect.
Yeah, and Claro was getting a little low there, as we saw very close to dying to Nightdale. But yeah, Mass Effect looking very good so far. They need this. They have the momentum building for themselves, but they have these DPS ultimates that they could position off of. All it takes is one Cassidy ultimate to get pick after pick, but as well, this Blizz.
Early route here is Claro does use the Blizzard to counter, though is able to also get the kill onto Churd, and now things are looking very dire for Sirens. They have to back up here. Cinder going to get very low. It's able to escape though. With a route to Blizzard trade, it's pretty even ult economy wise.
I just saw a swap come in from Sirens, and Sirens are going to be rolling back out. Churd is going to be up on the Sojourn, and Aqua, with the scene that we got to see from Churd so far, it's been nice but is it going to be able to do anything against these two ultimates that Mass Effect have? It needs to be huge.
Beat does come out. Next is going to be Rally High Noon as well, so a lot of things happening here. Aiden getting very low, has to face down the Rally. He's going to get flashback, he's going to get taken out. It looks like things are going to be very difficult here for Sirens. Next to me, Cinder as well. Phoebe is next to Fall. It looks like right now we're going to be going to 0.5.
So yeah, 0.5 here up in our flashpoint. Obviously, Kiri's trying to TP out there. That would have been an unfortunate stagger if they were able to get that one. But yeah, I like what both of the teams are doing so far. But the one that's going to have that upper advantage is going to be Sirens here. And they're going to have this point control first, as what it seems to be. They're going to have that high ground, the face up against Mass Effect, which they're going to have to walk their way up into it and possibly force an ultimate to just get it.
That is true. Both teams do have Kitsune Rush ready as well. Aiden does have Blade. Just now, Bionic Barry is going to go first, but it's going to get taken out. The Rush is going to get matched as well. Nightingale next to follow. Church finds another. Able to find two. Boo getting very low, but Aiden has to back up for the time being. Boo, there they go, and now it's just going to be Optibot left on the point, gets taken out. Now Claro, Walls will stall up for a little bit, but with so many people looking at him, it just seems they're going to be sent back to spawn.
Yeah, and sent back to spawn, like how we just saw. No May, no more for Mass Effect, but May is going to be able to come back with this Blizzard, so you still got chances if you are up on Effect's side, but Sirens are looking pretty good so far. That was a nice fight win from them. Sherd was controlling pretty much space from this side of things. If you're Mass Effect, try and set Iru up on an angle here, or even engage with Opti here.
Looks like Claro goes for the Blizzard. Now with Cinder on the Ramatra is going to blow him up very quickly here, but Sherd not dead just yet, has overclock. Aiden does find the kill onto Iru, and now a lot of ultimates can be used very quickly. Aiden finds another. Could it still have Blade? Could be able to get bailed up for a little bit longer, but Optibot not having it. Point does flip here. Opti still looking to find more, trying to take out Sirens' backline, but Nightingale looking to have other plans, able to take out Claro. And now with Boo able coming back as well, they're going to get a little bit more assistance from here. Nightingale somehow still alive. Great heal. Opti still on the point. Now with the beat though, it's going to be very good for Sirens. The Ionic Berry going to be next to Fall as well. Still Opti holding the fort, but just as I say that, they go down. Hero gets the kill with the High Noon, but Point flipping back over here with Churd. Finding a kill to round things off, as now Mass Effect have to back up.
So if you're Mass Effect here, you're kind of in a fixture where you need to get back up into this one. You don't want to lose this one because Sirens are on match point. And it's getting very, very close to that approach. Are they going to be able to give it such? That's the question. Yes, they will.
Overtime comes out, but Cinder and Nightingale use their ultimates. It's going to be a very dangerous combo as Church finds two. Next is Cinder with two themselves. And with that, a very strong showing as Sirens go 3-0 in this series.
And that's the game. I just felt like I was the announcer there from Wii Sports Baseball. But
oh, that's a baseball.
This was fantastic, Aqua. What a dominant scene. Aiden and Churd up on that DPS line, very well valuable for the Siren side of things, heading up against Mass Effect for their first match here in this division. They truly earned this victory, and yeah, I hope more things become more successful for them in the future here in SPCS, but nasty stuff from that DPS line.
That is true. I do believe we talked a little bit about this during the break, but we do also still have the option of voting for the MVP for Sirens, and I think we've both still agree it should be going to Churd. Yeah. Honestly, a really good showing overall by Sirens. A lot of great plays from the players, but I think the best and the most highlight worthy right now is Churd. A lot of really great showings on Sojourn, but still showing a lot of flexibility as well.
Yeah, my GHG champion Churd, absolutely impressive. A wonderful work from you today, buddy. But yeah, Churd, wonderful stuff. The positioning wise, the communication, the alts, focus on how they played the Sojourn, especially. It was very, very critique, and the mechanics coming out from Churd against the mechanics of what we saw from Mass Effect were just overly dominating. And yeah, Churd very well deserved this MVP in my opinion.
We are both very much in agreement there. With that said, though, we do also still have. I would like to also take the moment that we are going to be highlighting the next two matches that are going to be streamed tomorrow and Wednesday. So, Rod, thank you very much. Thing is already there. So for our intermediate division, we're going to be seeing Ragnarok Thor versus Timeless Freaky Ferrets, and for our advanced division, the Konpeki Crushers versus Clairvoyants.
So I think I might have saw a little mess up there, but yes, this is the rookie division, not the advanced division. Don't listen to Nyah. But
we're just spreading all kinds of information. It's
yeah,
not Tuesday,
I know,
Wednesday and
like,
Thursday.
Even like the hazard low taper fade, where did that come from? Like, but yeah, tomorrow is gonna be the intermediate division and as well the advanced division. Both of those scenes should definitely be awesome to watch. We have phenomenal casters that are going to be covering that one. And yeah, Aqua, I even thank our prod here in SPCS to have this first debut of SPCS, especially in this rookie division week 1.
That is true. We were still spreading even worse misinformation. Tuesday was off, so we're not doing anything Tuesday. It's Wednesday and Thursday, so that is our bad team. Show up Wednesday and Thursday. It's gonna be great fun. Here are the standings. Given these are going to be very much subject to change, given the fact that this is week 1. As you can already see, not all the matches have been completed, so things are bound to change, and I'm honestly really excited to see how they will.
Yeah, and the match to look out for in my eyes, I know Mr. Mountain Mike, you're probably out there up in the chats, but they actually originated the Infernal Blade team. That's a new team coming up in, and their first matchup is going to be against Ragnarok Hella, which Ragnarok Hella have been pretty phenomenal last season. It's going to be an interesting challenge.
That it is. But with that being said, I don't believe we have anything else to share with y'all tonight. Is that... Am I spreading more lies?
I
think we have everything covered.
Yeah.
So
sure, just hit shots. That's that's what we could say here up on the SPCS cast.
So I am right. With that being said, we do not have anything left here for you tonight, but make sure to tune in Wednesday and Thursday. So with that being said, that's all from us for tonight. Have a good one, folks.
Yep. See you guys very, very soon.